I'm Mike, just a regular guy who ditched city life for the Appalachian mountains. My cabin here was my escape, a place of simplicity and peace, far from the bustling city life. Years into my solitude, I started finding bizarre tree structures in the woods. Large branches intricately woven, clearly not a work of nature. Initially, I dismissed them as hiker pranks, but a lingering doubt told me it was something more. The nights grew eerie with strange sounds echoing through the trees. These were not familiar wildlife sounds, but something different, something intelligent. I tried convincing myself it was the wind, yet I knew it wasn't. One evening, I encountered a beast, huge, covered in fur with disturbingly human eyes. It spoke in broken English, warning me to leave their territory. It was an encounter that left me questioning everything I knew about the wilderness. Following this, I found symbols carved on trees around my cabin. They were messages in an unknown language, evoking a sense of dread. These carvings were a mystery I couldn't solve, a riddle that haunted my every thought. The sounds continued, a series of clicks and resonant tones that felt like a language. I recorded them, hoping for answers, but none came. These were no ordinary animal sounds. They were something far more complex. My garden was destroyed one morning, uprooted violently. It seemed like a retaliation for not heeding the beast's warning. I felt a growing uneasy, a realization that I might be an intruder in a land that was never truly mine. I constantly felt watched, an unsettling sensation of being observed by unseen eyes. Whether I was working or resting, the feeling persisted, intensifying my unease about the creature and its intentions. In search of answers, I contacted Dr. Helen Saunders, a wildlife expert. She was intrigued by my recordings and the strange markings, agreeing to visit my cabin to help uncover the truth behind these bizarre occurrences. Dr. Saunders, with her expertise and equipment, seemed hopeful for explanations. We discussed various theories, but nothing prepared us for experiencing the haunting sounds together. Her arrival marked a turning point in my understanding of the situation. While exploring with Dr. Saunders, we encountered the beast again. It was an overwhelming experience, the creature's message clear and unnerving. This land is sacred. Leave. Its human-like eyes conveyed a depth of intelligence and mystery. Dr. Saunders speculated we might be dealing with an undiscovered, highly intelligent primate. The theory was both fascinating and frightening, suggesting the presence of a creature beyond our current understanding of wildlife. Faced with the unknown, Dr. Saunders was eager to study the creature, but for me, the fear outweighed curiosity. The mountains, once my refuge, now felt alien and menacing. I couldn't shake the image of the creature's human-like eyes, a stark reminder of mysteries better left undiscovered. That night was the most unsettling. The sounds in the forest grew louder, more insistent. It was as if the creature was calling out, either as a warning or a beckoning. I lay in bed, restless, the sounds echoing in my mind. Dr. Saunders suggested setting up cameras and recording equipment to document these phenomena, but my heart wasn't in it anymore. The next morning, we reviewed the footage from the cameras. There, in the grainy images, was the creature. It moved with a purpose, its eyes glinting with an almost human intelligence. As it passed one of the cameras, it stopped and looked directly into the lens. That gaze felt like it was piercing right through me, a silent communication that I couldn't comprehend but felt deeply. I made my decision that day. The mystery of the beast and the forest was too great, too dangerous. I couldn't live with the constant fear and the unknown. I packed my belongings, my memories, and prepared to leave the mountains behind. Dr. Saunders understood my decision, though she decided to stay, her scientific curiosity piqued by the recent revelations. As I drove away from the cabin, I looked in the rearview mirror. The mountains stood tall and majestic, a reminder of the adventures and the mysteries they held. I realized then that some mysteries are not meant to be solved, some secrets not meant to be uncovered. Months later, I received a letter from Dr. Saunders. She wrote of strange occurrences continuing, of more sightings of the creature, and of her growing belief that we had barely scratched the surface of something ancient and profound. Her letter ended with an invitation to return, but I knew my time in the mountains was over. I often think back to my time in the Appalachian Mountains, to the creature, and to the unexplained events that occurred. They remain with me, a haunting and enigmatic memory of a time when I came face to face with the unknown. The mountains still call to me in my dreams, a siren song of mysteries unsolved and adventures unfulfilled. But some paths are best left untraveled, some secrets best left hidden in the shadows of the towering peaks.